Something's wrong with my camera. What is happening? This can't be good. Can you hear me? Wait. Oh, it's working now. That was ridiculous. All right. Good morning. I'm here. Goodness gracious. It's always something, right? Hopefully you'll be able to see me shortly. It was my Halloween introduction. Okay. Good morning. That was crazy. I had to not turn it off and then turn it back on, but turn it off and then turn it back on. Wow, look at that. Good morning from Minnesota. I bet it's a lot colder in Minnesota, and I'm freezing my bum. Aw, Wendy, that's the sweetest. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry you felt like you're missing, but, you know. I'm here. Well, good, thank you. My mom says YouTube is working. So, it is cold. I've realized there are two seasons. Jessica is cold and Jessica is hot. Jessica is never just happy. Hey, Heidi, I actually just saw it coming and I will take care of you. But I will get through this and then I got a couple other things that yeah. New Hampshire. I bet it's colder there too. I once had a neighbor tell me that she thought I belonged in New Hampshire. It was such a random comment. Oh, this is my favorite. This is a halftime hoodie, but I did the twill tape pack that I believe is on the blog. And yeah, I don't think I ever put this anywhere, but I enjoy it. New Jersey. Actually, you know what? I think it's 47 degrees here too. Let me look. But it's supposed to get hotter. It's probably not 47. That seems awfully cold. It's 50. Oh, now it says it's raining. It's not raining. It's like a totally blue sky. I'm very confused. Oh, good luck, Heidi. 26 in Nebraska. No. I've actually changed to my winter socks too. You know how I'm not gonna show you my socks. They're just, they're winter socks. 59 seems halfway decent. But that's California. Anywho, it is what it is. I'm happy I now get to wear sweaters. My weekenders are happy. They're being worn. Although Reevy did borrow my orange weekender and was like, I really enjoyed this. I'm like, yeah, 30 in Minnesota. What happened to fall, Cheryl? What happened to fall? Was that in August? Stephanie, I think we're similar there. All right. So, y'all know how I feel about social media. It is a little funny, but you know how I feel about it. It's not my favorite, and I try and stay off of it outside of sewing groups. But oh wait, who said that? Cindy. Well, Cindy's Canadian, or in Canada. She's not Canadian, but I don't know. At what point do you become a Canadian? Anyway, food for thought. I prefer colder seasons because you can always put more clothes on, but you can only take so much off. You feel me? Just saying. Oh, that's awesome, Fern. So I'm actually in my pajamas, because, yeah, they're cozy. I will show them off in a minute. Good morning, Jenny. Sue has a new grandson. I need babies. I want to hold a baby. I'm at that stage. All right. So, yeah, when it's cold, it's just too cold. A sewing retreat in September would be perfect. In Minnesota. Minnesota is beautiful in September. Good morning, Teresa. It doesn't get below 0 here, Jill, so I can't really complain. Oh, I think we totally. So Cindy left a comment on the testing application. I think it was Cindy for a Cousin Eddie hat. I think that like I'm gonna need to find somebody to make the woven pajamas, and we'll have to design a Cousin Eddie hat and then do a photo shoot. I don't even own an RV, but it makes me laugh. Jenny, I think Ashley wrote an earwormer headband last year. Why do I think that? Yvonne, I'm on Facebook. I'm staring at it, but Facebook is Facebook is Facebook. And hey, you're helping me on YouTube. See how that goes? So the question of the day, the new woven pajamas went into testing. I'm gonna be a little vulnerable here. I know wovens. Wovens are actually like in some ways more straightforward than knits because you don't have to put in stretch percentages into account when you're designing them. A woven is a woven is a woven. And so you really, there's no stretch. You don't have to worry about that. But you do have to think about ease and wearing ease and, and it's just different than what I'm used to. And especially shirts. I'm long from shoulder to elbow. And so it's just difficult with a woven, Oh, thank you, Stephanie. The collar was actually something I was really like focused on, that we went round and round about what we wanted it to look like. So I appreciate that comment, and I will show everybody in just a second. But I found myself this weekend, it was ready on Saturday morning, and I was just tweaking. And if you're a person of a recovering perfectionist or a person of high anxiety, perhaps you know what I'm talking about. It's like the procrastination through fixing. Maybe? You just keep messing at things, There's a perfect RV 70s, 80s on the side of road, broken down outside of town. Do you think, oh my God, Kelsey, I would die. So funny. Oh, Facebook is janky. Yeah, it is. See, it's Facebook. Yeah, keep adjusting. And so it was Monday morning before I finally put people in the group. I mean, it's so stupid. But the good news, I had in my mind that I would release these prior to Thanksgiving. And then the smarter portion of my mind, I don't know where it is. I don't know. Maybe it's not my mind. Maybe it's I don't know. Whatever. Said 3 patterns in 3 weeks. 3 of your busiest weeks of the year. Don't do that. So instead, I am making everything, they'll all come out on December 7th. I feel like that's 2 weeks if you want to make family pajamas. I'm not going to make 8 of them in that time, but I think 2 weeks is pretty good, right? The 7th. I don't want to do November 30th because that has testing right after Thanksgiving. So the mini RV, that's amazing, Catherine. Yeah. But it's officially up. Everything is posted. I think I made a whole version of the Ellen pajamas. That's what's the ones based on the women's size chart are named. I made a whole set for myself last week, and it actually really helped me perfect or tweak some things. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we turned out. So I don't know if I'll be able to stand tall. I need a stool. Not really. All right. So I'm not going to show you my new belly button. I'm just kidding. But they have inset pockets. The lighting's a little funky, isn't it? It's a little bright. They have a flat front, which I'm already thinking about tweaking a little bit, but neither here nor there. They have elastic back. Let me get my tushy closer. And inset pockets. So it's pretty, I'm a fan. Right now, I actually just posted this in the group this morning. I had the pockets the length I wanted. And then I thought to myself, well, if somebody wants 2-inch pocket, they're 2-inch inseam, they're going to want pockets. And then, yeah, it's not long enough. And maybe I have big hands, so maybe the testers will tell me it doesn't matter. I don't really want to do 2 cut lines on pocket pieces. So I could just say no pockets on the 2-inch inseam. So yeah, I do love the inset pockets. I'm a fan. So here, oh, let me show you the top. Sorry, I didn't put it on because I'm wearing my super plush, y'all, or whatever it's called. So here's this flannel is just from Joann. It's got my gnomes on it. This is it's nice. All of these buttons came from just my button collection, so they don't quite match, but nobody noticed, and it brought me joy. I will say that this button is about a 1/2 inch, maybe even a full inch too high. This is something I adjusted. The markings on the pattern pieces, I've already adjusted them. I am going to include information on how to do piping because I think that is just a classy look. I did cuffs on this one. And let me show you. So it has, like, it just has the facing on the inside. So it's nice. What kind of flannel? This is a trick question, Roxanne. This is the $2.99 a yard from Joann. It's the fancy flannel. Although I did make, this is a fancy flannel. I can't remember this brand. I bought this maybe 3 years ago, and I had some scraps left. The Penguins is cheap. This is the old waistband. I've already made it higher. But this plaid is a really high quality. Oh, my camera's going in and out. High quality, thicker flannel. It's really nice. I want to say, like, I don't know the brand. I probably got it from fabric.com if I remember correctly. The only thing with cheap flannel is it will shrink. Yeah, I prefer longer pockets too. Nobody does. It like crunches my fingers, and then I got my hands in my pants, which sounds bad. You know, a pocket actually does. I think I just have giant hands. Oh, I'm gonna pull them up. So it already fits the phone. I just have big hands. You know, what are you gonna do? Oh, Allison, sorry. Hi. Oh, it hasn't pilled yet. Most of the time it just shrinks, and it's the slow shrink. Oh, on the shorts. Yeah, I like that too. And knits do this too, and even birch knits. I had this happen. I had mustaches. This is years ago. I don't even know if birch is still around. Kristen, I read your comment, and I immediately was like, and I cannot lie. She said, I prefer big pockets. Yeah, just the slow, like, you've had them for, a year, and all of a sudden you're like, why are these too short on me? Drives me nuts. And then the kids are like, oh, it's perfect length for me. I'm like, mm-hmm. I missed a ton of comments when I was showing you my tush. Good morning, Jacinda. Oh, there you go. So here's where I'm at. When is Rochelle's pattern releasing? It is not this week. What day is it? Today's the 2nd. It's the 9th. Oh, that's hilarious. There's a pros and cons to keeping, you can kind of see it there. It's out of focus, but you can kind of see it. I keep calendars, like monthly view calendars, on the thing there. And there's pros and cons. The cons being that I write down patterns and when they're going to release, and then I have to just laugh at myself. What are you going to do? Debbie, I'm kind of shocked that you haven't seen that movie. I don't know why. I mean, it's not judgment. It's a dividing line. Oh, Glenda, 5 inches a yard. Yikes. When I pay $2.99, I kind of expect it, let's be honest. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela. Allison, I finally decided that I can't buy pajamas for the kids because it's like they're little stuffed sausages, even if I pay a fortune. It's just awful. I'm not a fan. So, yeah, we're just going to stop that. Okay, so here's my dilemma. I forgot the FBA, the full bust adjustment bodice on the Ellen Pajamas version 1. That's fine. That's not a ton of work. I'm going to go in and do it today. I don't mess up my top 3 things to do today, but whatever. Okay. But without it. So I have the bodice top and the pants, pockets, cuffs, sleeves. I'm at 62 pages of pattern pieces. I've already had people ask me about the pants by themselves because they're awesome. And I've already had people ask me about the top by itself because they want a nightgown. You see where this is going, right? So here's my dilemma. And I actually started making a little list because already at 62 pages, this is more work than average, not than all, but than average. And it is about an average for one $12 pattern. So I was already like, should I put this at a higher price point? Okay. And so my question is do I break them apart and listen to people complain about pajamas separates? And people might just choose to use the free pajama pattern. Oh, bye. That came in on Facebook here, but I'm frozen on my Facebook. There it is. Oh, bye, Melissa. Oh, but okay. It is. So this is where I'm going, Jenny. Jen, that's hilarious. My comments on Facebook are delayed. A 94-page pattern. What? That's crazy. I could do that. Split it up and discount it more. That's what Kelsey just had the idea of, splitting it up and save it for next year. I can't save it for next year. Oh my gosh, this pattern has been 2 years in the making. Yeah, I'm stuck on Facebook. It's annoying. I'm free on YouTube. You know what? One thing that might help. Boom. Now that I know I'm live on Facebook, Facebook offers takes up a lot of RAM. And so I just closed out of it. So I won't be able to see your name if you're a Facebook commenter. I apologize. But Kelsey, that is actually a good idea. Jesse had a similar comment. Separate and offer a bundle. We already do bundles, but I think I might make it a little steeper, which can make the website very confusing. And we do like standards, but discounted bundle. Yeah. So then, see, the last person said, I think you keep it together. You already have pants as separate, but these are different pants. I mean, if you want to get into the nitpicky, like, well, it's not that much different. Totally true, but they're different. I mean, everything is different from, I'm looking at my length here. And I could, if I offered them as separate patterns, then I could offer cuffs, even a ruffle if people wanted that for the pants option, or shorts. I mean, I could do a couple different things. Not a ton of different options that are coming to mind, but, you know. Yeah. So then let's back up. Okay, let's say we're separating it. For the shirt, that's a lot of buttons. So if I'm doing, right now I have a top and a knee length. You know, Debbie, I agree with you, but I also disagree because I just got an email from Oh, what's the name of that company? I'm going to go look at my promotions folder. Although it probably won't show up now. But they had these pajamas, very similar, selling them separately for sizing. $78 each. Oh, Sundance. That's who it was. Oh, gosh. Snaps is a good option. Y'all are cracking me up. I want to push back the release even more. You know, not really. I'll have to work on separating the tutorial, but it's very similar. Like it's a little bit of work, maybe a couple, like 2 to 4 hours. If I added like a chest pocket and a ruffle at the bottom of the nightgown, I'm just looking. Like anything that's a rectangle, like a ruffle or a cuff, it's not. I mean, it's just math. It takes less than 30 minutes. And yes, I break everything down into time. So I'm very cognizant. I don't know who said that, but I am very like that is on my mind because I am releasing these. And so I'm not going to get all crazy. I'm not going to add color blocking, for example. Not going to happen. Color blocking, yeah, it's just not going to happen. The front center where it closes. That could be super cute. It's hard to know where to stop that. I'm trying to think about it. Sorry, Wendy. It could definitely have snaps. Yeah. So, Catherine, as a rule, I do not do add-ons. We do hacks on the blog and then nobody ever sees them. But I do not do add-on patterns for $2 a pop. And part of it is just, I don't know. I just never liked buying them. And so we just don't do them. So the blog posts, we're actually thinking about doing that in the month of December. So that will probably come into play a little bit. All right. Well, that's what's been on my mind today. If I did separate since the pants have a shorts length. Sorry. I mean, I had short sleeves. Sleeveless adds a lot. Not going to lie. Because there's a difference between, and I'm not being condescending or rude. I don't know who I'm talking to, so I want to make sure you know that I do not mean this rudely. I'm going to show you on. So this is the halftime hoodie, and I know I'm wearing black, and my shoulders are all crunched up. It's past my shoulder point, right? Because it's a sweatshirt. That's pretty common. It's a relaxed fit sweatshirt. So typical pajama shirt will end here. A sleeveless shirt, let's say we do a facing, it will still end here. You feel me? Like it might be just a little bit, but it's typically still here. A tank top, however, is like at your bra strap and has a completely different line through here. And a tank top with that neckline, it's not making my heart sing. I do have short sleeves though. That's, Debbie. Yeah, Catherine, that's pretty common. If I did a tank, woven tank, I bet there's a picture. I just had it. Let me see if I can get it. I don't know why this is over there. Let's close that and that. Oh yeah, it's somewhat relaxed, but the problem with relaxed shoulders on a woven is it's actually can end up being less mobility. So on mine, I'm trying to think. What do I have on under just a t-shirt? So on my woven top, I usually add length from shoulder to underarm because I have a long bust length. Yeah, I just always drop the underarm a half an inch. I didn't on my muslin. Don't ask why. There was no logic here, okay? I should have, but I didn't, and that's why I'm not a good fit model, okay? And I have broad shoulders, the whole whole 9 yards. But I decided there wasn't enough ease in the sleeves because the thing is like, if I have it here and it's a woven, usually it's longer in the underarm too. So the sleeve, if you've ever not been able, like if you've put on a suit jacket, the angle of the sleeve is not intended for you to stand around and sing YMCA. A suit jacket is meant to look good standing up with your arms at your sides. That's it. That's why traditionally men take off their suit jackets and put it on the back of the chair before sitting down, or unbutton it before sitting down at the very least. It's just not meant for a wide range of motion. So your options, in order to get more movement, like from here to even here, I don't know if you're ever going to get here, is to raise the underarm. That's crazy, right? And if you look at costumes, or like, Victorian era clothes, a lot of times they'll have a super high underarm, but they'll even have a gusset in the underarm for more flexibility of movement. I wish I could see names, but I closed Facebook. So the person who said they're going to wear a tank with those pants, me too. That's all I do. I don't like sleeves when I sleep. I can't handle it. How do you know these fitting things? Oh, practice. Messing up a lot. Failing fast and often. It really is, and I actually just ordered 3 new books strictly for woven shirts. Kind of overkill, but I put aside money in my business budget for education, and I like books, and I keep, like, this is a great one actually. This is Nancy Zeman. I keep this here. She'll go through, like, horizontal fold wrinkles, stuff like that. This isn't one of my most useful ones. She has a very, let me get back to the sleeve one that I was actually using this for. Hold on, that's not page 29. She has this way of adding like a fit adjustments. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if it's in focus. Let me stand really still so it focuses on it. So she has you keep a little table, but you see how she rocks the pattern side to side with that point on the top? And that is for mobility. And that's hers. Like, she doesn't, it's just different. I just added them. Let me go over. Oh, I got off for a second. Hold on. I'm going to show you a random picture. This might not be exactly what I was thinking, and it could be some, but I wanted to show you what kind of nightgown, if I were doing a tank, what I would want it to look like. It has a lot of pin tucks, but it's cute. Okay, so let me see if I can go from here. Yeah. So I'm going to, this is probably more of what I would do. Something like this. This is not for this pattern, but not with a collar. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And this is a random website I've never been to. I literally Googled. Okay. That's why I would not do a tank top with this pattern. That's a different pattern. I'm just saying. That's my personal opinion. You do you, boo-boo. Peggy Sagers. Yeah, sometimes, like, I actually love Sundance. Their prices are exorbitant, and they're not made for Amazon women such as myself. But I do like the little Western wear style, since I am not Western. Oh, ready to wear. That's what it was. Yeah. And a lot of times the higher price is about nicer fabric or nicer details. Yeah. I don't wear a lot of lace, I'll be honest. Victorians had with their high tucked in the arms, armpit arm size gave great mobility. It is mind-blowing. It's completely opposite to what you'd think. Yeah, it's not, let me go to, I typed in 6 instead of 5. So if you remember, you can, I did try and add these books. You can always get to our Amazon storefront from our homepage. Those are my fingers. And then I added them to book list. I am probably going to separate this out because I think a lot of this has to do with my obsession with reading, like Hunger Games. Doesn't really need to be on the same book list as my fitting stuff. Oh my gosh, this book right here, The Inequality Machine, fascinating. Just saying. But yeah, these are the 3 that I just ordered. I already own that one. I've heard that this one was pretty intense, which is funny to me because it looks the least intense of the 3. But yeah, you can grab those. It's all good. I need to add some of my more recent books on this list because these are all last year's books. Some of them are great though. It's hard to go back and remember. So yeah, that's where I am right now. That, and let me show you what I did to the Candyman. See, Yvonne, you've got the books, you've got the stuff. Now you just have to be patient and mess up a lot. Is Lindy still on? I hope so. So what we're going for, I'm going to hold this really far away and hope that you can't see that horizontal seam. If you remember this, I might put a flower or something right here. I don't know. I haven't pressed it, but I took out a heck of a lot of length to try and get this to fit the girl who's wearing it. Next up I have, I got to get Jenny to try on the sleeves one more time. Ooh, Debbie, did you like The Love That Split the World? What do you think? You know, Yvonne, I don't sit down and read it, but when something comes up, I do spend a day looking for answers. And it's sort of like my approach to parenting. I don't always take just one, like I'm not going to discuss, like it, for me, it's not up to discussion whether or not Nancy Zeman is an expert. I think she most obviously is. But her way might not meet my needs for whatever reason. Sometimes it's just preference, you know, and sometimes it has to do with doing them digitally. If I'm not just doing a personal fit adjustment for myself, if I'm doing it on a computer, well, that movement of moving, you know, of swinging the pattern pieces, I have to think about how to do that without my hands. So it's a little different. So I tend to take and pull, you know, what I can. Debbie, you know what's funny about that is my sister refuses to read anything with time travel. Like it makes her, she does not like it. Nancy Z was a trailblazer. There you go. That's true, Yvonne. So I've finished all the squirrel ears all the tails and attached them. Now I have to do all the ears. So I have 19 ears left. And if you remember my, what do you call this? My planner. So I have 2. I'm not embarrassed to admit my levels. Plus I have a Google calendar for the kids' activities. Like I got a lot of things. This is my top 3, and that's pretty much all I use this for. And I could put it in here, but I like to go back and see what my top 3 were for the past few weeks to see if I'm actually like taking the baby steps that it takes to go 1,000 miles. You feel me? So today I'm working on squirrel ears because technically we don't have rehearsal the week of Thanksgiving. And then the next week is all like tech week and like dress rehearsals. But I want these done so the kids can try them on the week of November 15th so I can make the changes over the next 2 weeks and not be stressed. We'll see. Because also on the 15th, I have a shirt dress that I need to finish for Miss Virginia, my daughter, Jenny. So, you feel me? Good times and great oldies. So Rochelle has a dress, and of course I brought it up, and now I'm not on Facebook, and I'm drawing a blank on the name. What's the name of it? Bridget. You know what I should... It wasn't Bridget. Sorry. I just yelled that out for no reason. I think I'm like pretty sure that Bridget broke some records. I might have to have... if I had to guess, Rosemary. Thank you. Also done. So they're done and you can do other things. Yes. See? You feel me. Last 7 days, sales by product. I looked midweek and Bridget was killing it. Yeah. Bridget was killing it. I think she released... When did we release Edith? We'll go with the 12th. Sorry. Edith did really well too, and I like to know our bestsellers. Bridget absolutely knocked it out of the park. Oh, Edith was close though. Whoo! Wow. So before Edith and Bridget, wait, that's not right. I thought I wrote it down, but the number I wrote doesn't make sense. Maybe it did. Interesting. So yeah, congrats. Thank you, April. Congrats to Rochelle, because that is always a nice way to go into the holidays with 2 bestsellers. That makes it like... I know there's this conception that we're all like, make it rain, and we got... Yeah, nope. Our hourly wage here at 5 out of 4 is probably about $2 an hour. And I mean that from not a woe is me standpoint, because I'll be perfectly honest, I wouldn't do this if I didn't love it. And I'm sure other people have quicker methods. It just is what it is. And that's the first thing I told Rochelle when she showed an interest. Do you know this? You want to know how I found Rochelle? She tested the Riptide Shorties for me. So that was years ago. That was probably like the first year we were in existence. And then the following holidays, I asked if what people's New Year's Eve resolutions were. So back then, I did a lot of contests that were, tell me a joke, tell me a story, share your favorite meme. I don't do a lot of these anymore because regardless of what the theme was, I always got really depressing answers that I want to help everyone, but I also got some hysterical family stories, some of which, like, there's this one joke that's completely wildly inappropriate that somebody posted, like, the first 6 months that 5 out of 4 existed, and my sister and I still laugh about it. But yeah, so she put in that thread we probably had over 100 responses, that her New Year's resolution was to learn how to design patterns. And man, that gamble has paid off for me in so many ways. So big thank you to Rochelle for putting up with me for all these years. She has definitely changed the landscape here at 5 out of 4. She does a lot more of our, dare I say, trendier patterns than I would ever do. I know that Bridget was a learning curve for her, and I'm just so stinking proud of, I'm getting a little teary-eyed, and she's not even awake yet. So just tell her that I said nice things about her. I'm proud of her. It's awesome. She's the best. Bridget does not have any kind of bra on it. I'm about 90%, I'm actually positive, that it does include directions for straps to cover your bra straps if you want a bra. So yeah. I'm going to go rein these crazy emotions in. Yesterday I was listening to a random book. Actually, I will tell you about this book. I was about to sign off, but real quick, let me go back. Because I just bought this book and I'm going to put it on my book list since we're talking about it. It's called Not Here to Be Liked. So I read a lot, but I read a lot of fluff because that's where my mind is right now. I'm not going to apologize for that. I've got some in my cart. If you're paying attention when I showed you the screen, you would see it. It does look stunning. But this book, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Let me share my screen. It's right here. It is a young adult fiction. I got it from the Libby app, so it is on the Libby app. Here's what I liked about it. It is not your normal fluffy brain candy. It is not a particularly like, I can't put this down, page turner. Okay? I'm scrolling down because I wanted to read about her. Yeah. This is the author. She's Chinese, Vietnamese, American. Okay? And so is the character in this book. So let's go back up to the top so you can see. She goes to a primarily Asian school, and it's about her wanting to be the editor of her school paper. The vocabulary in the book was amazing. My two oldest daughters don't like reading on Kindle, which just blows my mind. Whatever. I highly, highly recommend this book. Just saying. If you're looking for a little Christmas present, I ended up buying it. The reading age, it says 13 to 17. I feel completely fine letting my 13-year-old read this. No problem whatsoever. It talks a lot about what does it mean to be a feminist. I really, really enjoyed it. It talks a lot about social media, which I really enjoy too. So there you go. So think about it for the holidays. All right, that is all I have today. Wish me luck. We have our first lacrosse tournament of the season coming up this weekend, and a lot of other crazy, crazy times going on. So yeah, good times, great oldies. All right, as always, remember. Oh wait, I forgot to pick a winner, and crap, it's on Facebook because Kim was helping me out. Let me go here and here. Kathleen Kelly, you're the winner from last week's Tipsy Tuesday. If you could email info@5out of4.com, Tiffany will set you up with your $15 5 out of 4 gift card. Congrats. Oh man, I can read so much more and I don't have all the stuff everywhere and I can't be trusted to go back to the library. I'm just saying. All right, take care. I will see you next week. Keep sewing and keep sharing what you're sewing. All right, see you later. Where do I sign off? Here it is. Bye-bye.